My parents were a fan of Nintendo, and soon we were too. So most of these games I'm about to share with you are Nintendo related. So I have played many games when I was a kid. I mean, I still am a kid, but I mean when I was a younger kid, like 5 and stuff. When I was about 4 or 5, my dad gave me his old Nintendo DS. It was the first system I've ever laid hands on, other than grabbing my mom's phone to play Candy Crush or something. But it was a system that was actually mine. Being 5 years old, this was a big deal. I remember the first time I opened the thing up and saw its glory. Anyways, it was the best. The very first game I saw on there was New Super Mario Brothers. At the time, it was new, but now it's like old Super Mario Brothers. It was probably my favorite Nintendo game to play. I was always playing it, even when I wasn't supposed to. Like this one time, my parents said I was able to play on it because, well, we have to ask our parents if we can get on our devices. And I went straight up to my room and sat on my bed. Now, normally they'll come up and tell us when they get off, but that didn't happen. So me and my brother were just playing Super Mario Brothers in our room until Jackson got tired and fell asleep. Being the 5-year-old me that I was, I took advantage and saw this as an opportunity. Yes, I don't have to share my epic Nintendo DS no more. So I was playing it for a while. And when I say a while, I mean a while. And out of nowhere, my brother just started crying and went downstairs into my parents' room. I was asking him what the matter was, but he didn't answer. I'm pretty sure he was 3 at the time, but once again, being my 5-year-old self, I didn't think to stop playing the DS, so when my mom came up into my room, she wouldn't see I was still on it. She angrily ripped the DS out of my hands and told me I was grounded. And let me remind you, I was like 5, so being grounded was like the end of the world. After my terrible, long groundment, I started to look through my DS even more. Then I saw it. It was a game called Heavy Armor Brigade. When I was little, I loved guns and weapons, and I still do. I don't know why my mom was worried. Just kidding, kids. Guns are no joke. My mom made me say that. Heavy Armor Brigade was like this tank game that you had to go around the map and shoot your opponents, which in this case were tanks. I played this game a lot, mainly because it was the only game that had weapons at the time. Back then, I thought the game had great graphics, but now that I look back at it, it's the worst. But it was fun at the time. Now, this next game I'm about to share with you was a savage game, and it still is. The ultimate game that I loved playing when I was younger was Wii Sports. I never loved playing this game alone, like, at all. So I always played with my siblings. I think one of our favorite games to play on there is tennis. We would play almost every day. It was a fun game. Remember I said that most of these games are Nintendo related? Well, when I said that, I mean like 4 out of the 5 are Nintendo. What can I say? I grew up in like a world of Nintendo. So I was a sports fan and a Nintendo fan. So we got a game that combined both of them. This game was called Super Mario Sluggers. Now this game is like a Super Mario baseball game, but to the extreme. Each player has like an ability when they hit the ball. We were so into that game that we would literally have a grudge on each other. We were really competitive at the time, and we still are. Now, this is the last game I want to share, but this is a game that isn't Nintendo related. This game was on my Xbox 360. So you know how I said I love shooting games, right? Well, this game was called Full Auto, not Grand Theft Auto. My mom also made me say that. Now, since I wasn't allowed to play people shooting people games, like Fortnite and stuff, I played vehicle shooting games. So this game was like a racing game, but instead the cars had guns on top of it, and you got to shoot the other cars. I was really into this, and still to this day, I'll even plug in my Xbox 360 and play it. The graphics were actually surprisingly not that bad. So I guess this is the part in the story where I say, live on, gamers! Please like and subscribe to see more of our animations. Please share with your friends. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.